And here is Palmer for his par now. This is a putt that's got a little break to it. It's going to turn just to his left. Okay. Hey, he's got a putt for an eagle. This would get him in at -9. He has fallen in love with Hawaii the last couple of weeks, as Lanto, and they have fallen in love with him. Seth Raynor's 4 par 3s.
That's a 6-iron on its way and hit very solidly. The wind hardly touched that. He hit it so well.
Yep, not too bad, Kurt. 20 feet, that's good distance for Kisner. Up to 18.
Second for McDowell after setting himself up for attack mode here.
That hole is sitting right over that bunker, so he's going to have to take it on. His natural shot is a draw. He might hit it at the TV tower. Just to the right. You don't want to short side yourself left. It's tricky rough over there. Giving it the lean as if he's hung it out to the middle of the green somewhere. And, oh, that's a nice shot.
Right at its pitch mark.
Here's Steele now at 11.
It's a 7-iron mark. He's holding a draw up against it, and it is just left of the flag. Could be really good.
Oh,
bottom fell out of it, Kurt.
Wind got it. Just enough in from the left.
It was going to be a big 7-iron from there. Nobody's hit 7-iron yet.
Well, all will depend on the lie. There's a look from out in the ocean back down to that 11th green. The bunker in front of that whole location has been a problem. All right, Cam Smith saw that one. Should help him a little.
Steele's 7-iron got up more than I think he wanted to. It started rising up into that breeze coming from the left. Cam Smith has a 6-iron. He's aimed well left of it. Going to try to peel it in with the wind.
Yeah, it's going to ride the wind if he's coming in from this direction.
Overdid it. Going to miss right.
Wow. Not a very good shot there for Cameron Smith.
It's pretty ugly.
Welcome back to Wildlife. Cameron Smith scooped one off the 11th tee. This now his second at the par 3.
A really good lie over here, though, and a little bit of wind in his face. That was not that tough for him, as good as his short game is.
There's a look. Original Seth Rayner design. There weren't hotels or houses along there. He had a couple of beautiful oceanfront holes. There was 5 of them in total. And this now not a very good lie for Brandan Steele. The ball is not deeply plugged.
It's plugged, though, and with this little green to work with, this will be a huge gamble if he just tries to do a little chop out of there and get it close. And he did. Boy, what a great shot.
Oh,
what
how about it?
Great shot.
Shot of the tournament for Brandan Steele. Turns a 4 into a 2. That could well be the turning point. Look at that. Steele gets to 13 under par. Buried lie in the bunker. The technique was beautiful. It's a shot you cannot have. The flange and the bounce of that sand wedge hit the sand first. You'll skull it every time.
These guys thrive on these close-in bunker shots. He gets in a nice sitting position. Beautiful little sawed-off finish. Big backswing. He gave it that short little kind of choppy follow-through. What a good shot at a great time.
And you know you got to stay in the moment, because you know if you go on to win this tournament, that will be the defining shot that you will see for the rest of your career. The buried lie at 11, and I hold it out. It's the kind of thing that'll stay on the highlight reel forever for Brandan Steele if he hangs on.
Kevin Kisner trying to match his score.
He's going to have to start making some putts if he's going to run him down. Really good putt.
Okay, Webb Simpson at 9 under Now 4 back of Steele after he holed it out at 11. So that has made it a little tougher for Simpson to come back here in the last few holes of this back 9.
And the players in this group heard the huge roar that went up from the 11th green, so they know they've got to get on it.
Yeah, that's getting on it.
That is getting on it, boy. I was going to ask you if he could hear that over there, Bones, and that's a pretty nice response. That's the way to answer for Webb.
Cameron Smith for a par.
Good 5 feet here. If you're going to keep pace, he's got to have these need to go in. And it does with some authority.
Okay, good 3, but he still loses a shot to the leader.
And Morikawa is next, trying to make a move like Simpson.
So much more difficult than the shot Webb just hit. Obviously playing from the left rough. These balls are sitting further and further down as the day goes on, just because the grass is getting wetter and it's that much more likely to sink to the bottom.
He's hit some massive flyers this week. A couple that we caught on camera. Judge the distance perfectly on that one.
Well, we've been charting McDowell's course up 18. His second shot to this point. So for Eagle, so possibilities all over the place at the par 5 18th. Tap in birdie for McDowell. His 7th and final birdie of the day coming at 18. And that is another round of 64. Lonto Griffin shot 64 earlier today, and McDowell matches it. That's a total of 564 shot in the last 2 days here. Now Palmer now ready to go from the similar position as Morikawa at 12.
Wind gusting a little bit, taking it to the left.
Strong driver of the golf ball, both length and accuracy. Sticking with driver here. It's 300 to that bunker on the left you were talking about. Down the right side, the wind should start drifting it. Should be just perfect right side of the fairway.
Yeah, it's a stressless game when you can drive it like Brandan Steele drives it.
So Kevin Kisner steps in next at 9 under. He's got to get it in gear as well. He's fallen 4 behind the guy he's playing with, and we'll take a look at Kiz's shot here with our Top Tracer technology powered by Top Golf.
He likes to play a little draw. Let's see if he starts it down the right side and tries to ride the wind. He started it right, and it's starting to draw. Should be just fine left center.
And we talked about it earlier. Don't forget about the way a guy can finish on this back 9. Smith with 4 birdies in the last 5 holes just yesterday, and is the closest to steal 3 back.
Probably a little harder shot from him, Kurt, because he can definitely reach the left bunker.
Yeah, he can. I mean, I think they're counting on, if they really get a hold of one, that it's so soft out here right now that it's not going to roll anywhere. So he'd have to carry it almost 300 yards to get to that bunker. I don't think that's going to be a problem. He likes it as well.
One-handed it like he caught it a little bit on the toe.
He's okay, just fine.
Perfect.
Defines a PGA Tour victory, and it happened at 11 for Brandan Steele. Is he just a short time away from PGA Tour? Webb Simpson from short range at 12.
Couldn't have a better angle back up the hill. Both Palmer and Morikawa made pars in front of him.
He just got the left edge and it circled down and in. So a big putt for Simpson. He's in a tie for second now with Cameron Smith. 3 back.
Zach Johnson is still grinding away as he always does. This for a par at 17. It's going to turn to his left. He will drop back to -4. Still going to have been a good Sony Open for Zach. Beautiful backside there.
Yeah, he's had a lot of them too, Mark. 2009 champion right here. Waialae course suits him.
You got to start it where kind of.
As it also does Kevin Kisner.
There we go. Okay, perfect.
Get some last second instructions there from Dwayne Bach hidden behind the umbrella. Rain continues to fall here. It is just an annoying kind of sprinkle on a very, very wet golf course.
Only 132. He's got to be aggressive. And this is on a good line, too. This whole location here, oh man, it's just spinning off the green. Wow. This whole location can be gotten to, though. This is kind of just sitting there waiting for a wet shot. And you have to throw it behind the hole, though, and spin it back.
Well, you've got to control your trajectory here a little bit, too. This is probably the easiest hole location on the entire green. And Cameron Smith needs to pull off a good one.
Yep, 124. I think the wind is pretty much straight across. I don't think there's hurt in there. But again, he just saw what happened. And if he doesn't go past the hole and spin it back, I think it'll be a mistake. Right at it.
Right at it indeed, Kurt. Beautiful shot by Smith. Time to strike.
No mistake there.
And he is set up to get to 11 under.
And this is why Keegan can't relax just yet, Dan. He's still got guys trying to apply a little heat.
Brandan Steele. I know you meant to say Brendan instead of
That's
Keegan,
what I meant.
But they are
Sorry.
almost attached.
Yep. Yeah, they are attached. You see the two together all the time. They even look alike a little bit. The way they set up, their golf swings are the same. Yeah, so Brandan Steele here, he knows that he can't just start shooting for pars yet, Kurt.
No, he's in a great position here, 122 yards. You were talking about flighting this ball, the trajectory down just a little bit. This is a pitching wedge, and he normally hits this at least 135.
That's a nice answer.
Took the spin off.
Yep, well done.
So Smith and Steele have it surrounded.
Now for a par, not the kind of par putt you want at 13. He is 8 under par. Going to be a really important next hour for him. There is a pile of FedEx Cup points and cash under that big W. Well, it's not there. It's 2 holes later, but got to see if he can hang in there at 8 or 9 under.
This is Norlander for birdie over at 14. Having himself a nice tournament, even though he's been going the wrong way the last few holes. A couple of bogeys in the last 3 for him. Still, though, 1 under on the day with those 3 birdies to 13.
This group having trouble. This is him for par also at 13. Yep. Good putt for Sanjay. And a nice save.
Charles Howell playing with Norlander and Keegan Bradley over at 14. Boy, has he had a lot of success here without a win. And he's kind of perplexed about it all. He says kind of confused why I play here so well, because normally on a tighter course he doesn't fare as well.
He flights his ball, though, and it's usually windy.
Par for Howell, stays at 5 under, even on his final round. Kisner over at the 12th, just in front of the green with his 3rd.
Pretty straightforward shot here, a little uphill.
Par attempt on the way for Keegan Bradley over at the 14th, and so he'll drop just his 2nd shot of the day back to 6 under. Bradley began the day 6 behind his good friend Brandan Steele, and remains in that position, but running out of holes, obviously. Sure, he'll be hanging around to see how his good buddy fares. And he's over at the 12th with a good look at a birdie. And so is Cameron Smith.
What a psychological boost, though, it was holding that bunker shot from that plug lie. And it wasn't deeply plugged, but I'll tell you, with the pressure on, having the lead, anything could have happened there. He took the risk, and it paid off.
Yeah, no doubt. That was perfectly executed. It would have been easy to dump that and leave it in the bunker there on 11, or gun it and hit it too far. And then he answered that shot by Cameron Smith, who's trying to dog Brandan Steele. Not a lot in this putt, I don't think, Kurt. It might go a little right.
Yeah, it's going to go to the right. All the slope in this green's back to front. He knows that, though. This is just a matter of hitting a solid putt.
Oh, boy.
And that has left the door open for Cameron Smith to get back within a couple.
Simpson at 13.
Yeah, good lie in the first cut, but he's going to have to hit a big cut around the trees in front of him. And this is good looking, using the left-right wind to get the ball in the center of the green.
Oh, it is. Lands softly. Bones could have kicked forward a little bit, but did not. Still a good shot for Simpson.
Before Smith's birdie attempt, this is Kisner for par, as Steele and his instructor and caddy talk about what could have been. But we're still leading the golf tournament, as Kisner with a rare miss for par, and that has rocketed off the edge even further away, it appears.
Boy, that is really surprising there. I mean, he took his time. He gave it a read, looked at it from both sides. It wasn't like he rushed through it.
In addition to the rain that continues to fall, winds gusting still from time to time, Kurt.
And as you speak, they are gusting right now. It's yeah, it's not easy day. I mean, there'll probably be somebody that shoots a really low score today. That's the way they do it out here when the greens are soft. But it'll be because he played some great golf, whoever that guy is.
He makes it coming back, but he drifts 5 back of Steele, and now a big putt for Cameron Smith here from Brisbane, Australia. The brush fires, such a tragic occurrence happening in his home country, but a number of Australian players, including Cameron Smith, have donated money for birdies and eagles, and this would put a little more money Australia's way for that cause. And also Cameron Smith's cause. Third birdie today to 11 under, and he cuts into the Steele lead.
Going to try and curve one in from the right a little bit here. 13 greens in regulation. That's a nice stat today. All right, a little bit long. Fortunately, the green is soft.
Let's take a look at 13. This dog leg right, 488-yard par 4, converted from a par 5 years back. You can see the yardage there to clear the bunker. Probably not going to do that today. Again, putting it in the fairway is all important as we're playing lift clean in place today. And this hole is deep into this green, 22, only 5 from the right. Most difficult hole out here. Only 2 birdies on this 13th hole.